Previously on the Lineage of Moonreach. I was still reeling from discovering that I had not just one, but 3 children from Hazel, a lady who I only knew intimately one night, personally no nights, and one of those children seems to be specially marked relative to the deity Orcrag. Now, as I mentioned before, you can go to our website, d20syndicate.com, and then you can look up an article on the lore of Orcrag and the history of the dwarves. That's all on there for you to check out. But in character again, I was still reeling from my newfound fatherhood. And I wanted to be a responsible dad and take the children back to Wolf's Rest. And Hazel, too. I don't know her personally. I want to get to know her more. But, I mean, things keep getting in the way. One of those things is an old friend named Lortho. We met him in the previous arc, and he was a tough son of a bitch, and he was an even tougher son of a bitch this time, because he had a funky snake body. But we dispatched of him, and, well, Pinwin did, blew his head right off. But that's where we are, and now we're trying to figure out what to do.
The D20 Syndicate presents The Lineage of Moonreach.
So I'm going to search his body to find any relevant stuff.
Okay, so what's everybody else doing at this point?
I'm gonna check on Zyko and those babies.
Yeah.
Gorbel's a better father than Tomar.
Which I will say. Tomar, looks like I'm a better dad than you are.
Well, I'm just making sure he don't get back up, so...
Well, I'm just making sure your family is alive and fine. Did you want me to roll?
Staying out of this.
I mean, you could do a medicine check, yeah.
I wasn't planning on getting that in depth, but...
They're okay, but they all have syphilis.
18.
18. Yeah, they are kind of squawking. They're scared. They're crying.
What's Wyra doing?
Wyra is silent. She's not making any noise. She seems completely unbothered by what just went down. The other two are crying. Hazel seems a bit flustered and upset. She's glaring at Pinwin, but not saying anything. Zyko is kind of favoring one arm over the other. He seems to be a little bit injured. But
how you feeling, Zyko?
I've been better, but I think I'll be alright.
Can anyone heal?
Yes, Zyko, I will heal you. I'm so sorry. And I'm sorry, Hazel. I would never put the babies in danger. I just was really reckless. That was the only time. I'll never do it again. I'm sorry.
she looks like she wants to say something, but she doesn't say anything. Instead, she closes her mouth after opening it.
Oh, Hazel, we say what we feel like saying around here.
That's what family does.
She just doesn't say anything, and she tries to calm the babies.
Made me look like a fool in front of my family.
On Lortho's body, you find 10 gold pieces.
Oh, tits.
In a leather pouch.
Oh shit! I got.
It's not going to go far with 3 kids.
I'm going to go check the other ones because I just remembered I don't have any gold. Like I started out with 10 gold with the new character, so I'll check them.
They don't have any clothing with which to hold anything, and it's not Skyrim, so they're not just going to have it inside their bodies.
In their body pockets.
I'll toss equal amounts of gold to everybody.
Okay.
How much?
2 each.
Okay.
What about the babies?
No. not Hazel. The 4 of us and Zyko.
Yeah, I figured that's what you meant, but and that's all that's on Lortho, other than his sword that's over in the dirt.
Can I inspect the sword?
You may.
Because he did some funky shit with that thing.
Did you say we all have 2 gold?
You now have 2 gold.
Yay!
Additional, you don't just have 2.
Yay!
I guess I started out with more than 10.
Whee!
Congratulations.
Yeah.
So what Do I need to roll something?
It would just be you look at it. You could do an Arcana check if you'd like.
Gold.
I will assist.
Are you gonna roll?
Yeah, what are you doing?
Assisting, you get advantage.
On what?
16?
I mean, it seems maybe vaguely magical, this sword, but nothing really pops out at you. It definitely has a weird iridescent kind of shimmer to it, almost like your armor does.
Does he have a scabbard?
He does have a scabbard, yes.
I'm gonna-
It's on his back.
I'm going to put it in the scabbard and I'm going to sling it over my other shoulder.
Okay.
Can I detect magic on it?
That's...
Did you tell anybody about the sword?
This looks kind of weird. I mean, I also have detect magic. I guess I could do that. I'll do that.
Okay.
I can do it as a ritual. You want?
No, I can just do it right now.
Oh, nice.
All right, so for the duration you sense a presence. Well, I mean, it's just
Yeah, it's detecting magic.
all it is like, is this magic? And I can kind of tell.
It is magical somehow.
And you can tell the nature or something, right? Nature of the magic? Like
It's
kind-
school of magic,
Yeah.
if
Okay.
any.
It doesn't have a school of magic necessarily, but you get a feel of powerful electrical energy coming from it. So
Quite shocking.
electrifying.
I shall sling it on
Who's
my
that?
shoulder.
Sorry.
All right, you sling that over your shoulder. So now you've got a hammer on your side, sword over one shoulder, and a sword over the other shoulder. Mm-hmm. All right, you're gonna put
Collecting
something in your
weapons.
teeth. Okay, and so Zyko pulls a little vial out of his pouch, and he pulls it out with his teeth, and you see like a faint green glow spill over him, and he's like,
That feels better.
Where'd you get that?
From Wolf's Rest.
From what?
From that. Yeah.
Do you have any other damage you need healed?
Well,
I'd like to cast Healing Spirit if I could. Help out
I mean,
a little bit.
every little bit helps.
Okay, yep, so I'll cast Healing Spirit, and
Okay.
I have 8 HP regain.
all right. So Zyko regains a
Oh
total
yeah, and
of
that's
That heals over a minute, so we would all go up to full health. If we stand in it.
I'll stand in that shit.
Yeah.
Hell
It's
yeah.
the little fey creatures too.
Yeah.
I'll bask in that.
Yeah.
Feels nice.
Yeah. It's good.
That's some good juju juice.
Juice.
All right, so how close is the wall of tendrils or whatever?
It sits just outside of the walls of the like the front of the city. It basically encompasses the entire town. However, you can see that there is a pillar of magical energy emanating from the temple.
Would this have any effect on us, like, doing the teleportation back to Wolf's Rest?
Well, there's not a
thought
tree
about
and
that,
the
too.
walls are. Right?
Isn't there?
It's
It's the
unknown.
whole city.
There's not one tree in the whole damn city?
Most of the trees are outside of the city. Yeah.
Jeez.
I mean, there's probably smaller trees and stuff, but we have to be able to fit into the tree. So we noticed the pillar coming out of the temple.
Yes, from the
Should
roof.
probably
kind of going up.
investigate that.
Yeah.
All right, so is that where you guys are gonna head?
Yep.
All right, so you guys head to the temple, and
I will turn to Hazel and be like, "You guys should stay out here. There was some weird stuff that happened in here yesterday."
she kind of lowers her eyes over in Pinwin's direction.
I think that's probably the best idea.
Great.
Okay.
And Zyko looks, and he picks up Tozen, and he's like,
Oh, stay out here too.
You mean Tozel.
Tozel? Yep, that's what I meant.
Thank you, Zyko.
and so you guys head into the temple. Mm-hmm. All right, so the four of you enter the temple, and you can see all from the altar there is that swirling pillar of magical energy, kind of going up, and it seems to just go up and into the roof. And as you can tell, it goes outside and into that giant dome outside. On the altar, you can see a very slowly moving form, almost like dragging itself and it looks like its limbs and torso are made of some sort of ethereal, incorporeal energy, but the head of it is the rotted and dilapidated head of Lord Bartleby. What? But it seems like it's been fused together, and you can see down the seam from where Pinwin's arrow split it, magic light is sort of emanating from it as if it's trying to seal something up.
Yeah.
And it's dragging itself with one appendage sideways across the altar.
Towards the beam?
Towards the cart.
Oh no, dead stuff is supposed to stay dead. I'm gonna shoot it.
You gonna shoot it?
Yeah, in the head, hopefully.
Alright.
19.
19. Your arrow gets stuck right in the skull, and you hear as the mouth opens up and as the eyes open up.
Does it sound like Bartleby?
It does sound like Bartleby. Oh, fuck!
What the hell are you doing up there, you fat fuck?
The head kind of swivels a little bit, so it's staring at you, and the eyes, dark light is spilling out of it. There's no more human eyes there, but his face is very human looking, despite its
rottiness.
Rottiness, that would be a good term for it. And you can see his mustache and his chubby cheeks kind of bristling, and he stares back with anger at you all.
You put me like this. The least you could do is stop shooting at me.
But you're really gross. Why are you alive? What is wrong with you?
I don't know. I became like this somehow after you assaulted me in that in the woods when you snuck up and ambushed me in my party, and then I woke up like this, and I felt quite powerful at first, and now it seems I'm much weaker. I do not like this.
We're dispatching of your followers. Maybe that has something to do with it. You're claiming to be some powerful lord?
I'm Lord Bartleby.
You're dead, man.
God's
You're
sake.
ahead.
He just...
How dare such impunity?
He seems at a loss for words.
Nice cover.
So can you die? Can you not die? Is that... What is happening?
Let's check. And then I step on his head.
So you cross the room and you step on his head.
Fucking fuck!
I step a little harder, see if there's any give to the skull.
It seems like whatever is keeping his head and body kind of moving is also keeping you from crushing his skull outright.
Can we sense what's going on? Like,
sure, an Arcana check. Actually, religion check.
Whoa, nat 20.
Woo! Good thing one of us will
18,
know.
so probably 21.
6.
9.
Okay, so you two are more captivated by how horrifying this is. You two,
I'm never making a card person again.
excuse me. You guys kind of start looking at each other, kind of like you're sort of familiar with this concept, and it's sort of through a series of dialogue cues between the two of you, you begin to think maybe this is similar to old mythologies of how gods...
Elijah keeps turning towards me and burping.
Yeah, I
because
know.
he doesn't want to burp into the mic.
So he's just dusting you.
Yeah.
Ancient mythos, old religions can sometimes claim that certain gods came into being simply from the fact that they had worshippers. A shrine being set up, people to believe in the power of this god can sometimes, at least mythologically, create such a creature.
So it's like the rules of Inside Out, basically.
Yeah, kinda.
You gotta bing bong this motherfucker. Quit believing in him! Well, that might be the... I mean, if we just leave him like this, he'll probably just disappear if nobody is there to worship him.
Or we could just finish it off real fast.
I mean, I tried to squish his head.
Have you tried something a little bit more extreme?
All right, well, let's see what you got.
I pull out my wolf blood blade.
Okay.
What? Put that away. That's rude.
Don't talk.
We already did this once. Like, we're committed to you not being alive anymore.
But I can offer you riches and power. I am a god.
16 to hit, even though
I mean, he's ahead.
Yeah.
You'll hit him. So you're just gonna chop at him?
I just give him a really good chop.
Alright, so you... thunk. Go ahead and roll damage.
I'm sorry we killed you once, and maybe we'll kill you twice.
He was a jerk.
He was, but I mean...
8
That-
damage.
8 damage.
Might have been overkill.
The head splits open.
Oh, and then an additional poison damage.
Oh. I don't think you'll have to worry about that.
Plus 4.
The head splits open, and Iker just kind of seeps out. And he's still. The body that was moving and kind of fashioned together with some sort of mystical energy disperses, and you see the pillar of energy disappear as well. Outside the window, you can see that the dome has receded slowly.
Oh, well, that was easy.
That seems too easy.
Does seem too easy. But we should go.
I'm okay with
I'm
it.
glad we killed him twice.
Can we should
Maybe we should bury him this time.
Or make sure he's dead.
or turn it to ash. We should
Yeah.
incinerate the head somehow.
Yeah.
And the cart. just
Might
to
be more
sure.
respectful
Why
than
don't we just
leaving his
burn
head
this
on
whole
a card.
building down? I don't think anybody in this town should have the privilege of worshipping.
That might offend some god.
I'm not sure whose god.
Otherwise, I'd be okay with it.
like, whose god was worshipped here before.
But I...
Are there any symbols around?
I don't care, but these people are way too easily swayed.
But if we anger one
true.
of those gods, they might, like, get vengeful somehow.
The Torch of Neph, one of the Veldelin chief deities, is very faintly still on one of the stone pieces in the wall, painted very small, but you could probably surmise from that this was at one point a temple of Neph.
Man, poor Neff will never forgive them for worshipping other gods.
Oh, 5 experience.
Win-win with the pun.
One win.
Maybe we take the head with us
Ah, gross.
and then dispose of it in Wool's Wrist.
We want to bring that home?
We can just bury it outside.
No, we should.
Well, and
we
then
should
an
burn
animal
it.
can unearth it, and then someone will worship the
Yeah,
animal
we
in the
should.
head. And
We should burn it. Maybe.
Okay, let's just destroy it.
I think anything is probably going to be more respectful than putting his head on a cart. So, all in all, I feel like we're making good moves.
But will it be as fun?
I don't know. Probably not.
Probably not.
I'm just gonna pick up the head,
All right, you grab it by the hair, and now you can see
the
that.
jowl.
Yeah, it's just kind of like leaking fluid.
I've seen worse.
Can-
Shall we?
Should we make sure it's dead? Should we do a medicine check again or something? What if
I
it's
hold it in front of
alive?
my face and look at it.
It's
By any medicine that I know of, that thing is dead.
For one, it's a severed head, and it's pierced with a sword, and stomped, and rotting. So,
and there's an arrow in it.
and an arrow's in it. So
Looks pretty dead.
it's as dead
Even
as
if
a
it's
head
not
I've ever
dead,
seen.
I'm pretty sure we'll be able to take it.
All right, now what?
We leave the temple.
Okay, so you guys leave the temple. You're carrying this severed head. Hazel, she witnesses you with this head in your hands, and she looks a little horrified.
I toss it up and
You
catch
wave with the head.
Just
Why?
like a bunch of sloppy ichor just kind of falls out as you catch it. It drips down your knuckles and your wrists and drops onto the ground.
You ever meet Lord Bartleby?
No, I can't say that I have.
Well, this was the source of the problem in the town, so we're gonna take it back to Wolves Rest and dispose
I
of
thought
it.
we weren't doing that.
Why do you think I'm holding this for,
But
Pinwin?
why are we taking... I thought we were gonna burn it.
We'll blow
I
it
don't
up.
wanna take that with us.
We'll take one of Maury's bombs and we'll blow it up when we get back.
All right, let's find a tree.
All
Sick
right.
of this place.
Make like a tree and get out of here.
Fuck out of here. Got the fuck out of here. All right, so you guys leave, and like you thought you remembered her stag, about 100 paces outside of the city gates is a large oak tree, and with a big, huge trunk to it that you're pretty sure would work. Do the trick.
I will cast transport via plants.
All right, you guys watch him trace the shape of a doorway on it, and then opens it up like a door, and there's that swirly vortex inside.
All right, we gotta go quick. Get in there. Go.
So
Really
you guys
quick,
all
everybody.
start hopping in there, and Hazel seems a little hesitant, but she leaps through. Everybody, and then you guys are outside of Wolf's Rest, about 10 minutes from it.
It feels like ages since we've been here.
You guys are sitting in the snow. Wolf's Rest is currently experiencing a mild blizzard. There's a lot of wind and snow going, but it doesn't seem to be too deep. It seems to be mostly blowing.
Agriman's beard. Hey, Herstad, can you control the weather?
No.
Damn.
What
All right,
a weird thing to ask.
Well, he's doing all sorts of elemental stuff.
Maybe one day.
I thought you'd have something else to say. You would look, well.
No,
All
I
right.
just had an itch.
Oh. So you guys make your way.
I can check and see if it'll keep, if the blizzard will keep up. I cast Druidcraft and make a little image of what the weather's going to be like in the next 24 hours.
Okay. So this, what is it, like an orb in a sense?
I'd say, yeah.
Okay, so it's an orb shows up. You guys watch it floating above Herstag's hands.
Sorry, I just feel like he's the bad witch from Wizard of Oz.
And it pretty much shows cloudy, windy snow swirling around like a really shitty snow globe.
It's about what we're seeing right now, so yeah, it's going to keep up.
Awesome. Well, best get to shelter.
All right, so you guys make the 10-minute trudge back to Wolf's Rest, and you're all greeted very warmly as you enter. The guards wave you in, and
It's a surprise that you're still out here. You should get inside where it's warm.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
Are those plants still on the main road?
they are.
I will cast Speak with Plants and ask them to, recede, get out of the road.
So the plants shrink and recede back into the snow. There's just two big holes in the snow where the plants were. And you guys enter the city.
Whee!
Yeah, not much has changed. It's been
Feels good to be back.
a day since you guys were gone.
Do we have quarters somewhere that we can take rest in?
Yeah. I'll get you set up with a room.
Yeah. So where do you guys want to head next? What do you want to do?
Well, I want to get the
Yeah, I want to
family
go.
settled and stuff.
I'm gonna check on the bar.
Okay.
Who was the guy who I left in charge of building?
Burr.
Okay. I go to find Burr.
Okay. He typically hangs out. He's typically found in the marketplace, looking over the different construction projects going on for kind of fixing up a lot of the homesteads there. And so you head to the marketplace, and you can see his bald pate. He's the only one who doesn't seem well equipped for the winter. He's wearing like a light cloak, and he doesn't even have his hood up or anything like that. And you guys can see his scarred body, like tons and tons of scars all over. As you'll recall, he was working for the Countess, and he claimed to be the guy who took care of the rare animals that she would take after the hunt. And he sees you, Gorbel, and he raises his hand in greeting. Hello, how's it going?
Not bad. Been better. As usual. I was hoping to get a room. 1 room? 2 room?
Where do you stay? Do you guys have buildings or your own houses? We're in a town.
Yeah, we have our own. Some houses, some rooms.
Do you have an empty house?
Well,
I pull Tomar aside. Is that what you want to do? You want to, set up house with the stranger and your kids?
I want them to be able to stay in a house. And I want to be able to stay in a house.
The same house?
I can watch after them.
Okay.
What is your deal? What is your problem with that?
I just think you're moving really fast.
Well, I mean, if you crapped out children, and the guy suddenly, I don't know, they saved you from a town with evil in it, and they promised to bring you to safety, like, how would you expect things to be? I don't know. I'm just doing what I think makes sense.
I don't know. Nobody has ever saved me, so...
That's not true.
Anyway, fine. Burr, is there an open cottage?
Yeah, we've got one right over here. It's just finished, but we were gonna put some of the soldiers in it. What would you like to do, ma'am?
Let's put the soldiers in the barracks.
Well, I guess it's what they're used to, so I think that'll be all right.
They can hold out for a little longer.
You're the boss. Well, who would you like to put in there instead?
Our newest guests. And I motion over at Hazel and the children.
And Burr looks over at you, Tomar.
You look a bit familiar. Have I seen you before?
Well, I'm sure you have. I was in Ravenmore.
Oh, Tomar. Mm-hmm. You look different.
You look the same.
Yes. If I had hair, probably be grey by now from all the stress I'm dealing with. But I think you took the cake for me. I don't think I have much to worry about. You got a lot of grey in there, buddy.
You stressing out?
What? Well, it's a not very easy job.
Does somebody want a demotion? I'm just kidding.
Well, you put me in charge. It's not like I'm complaining. It's stressful. We're all stressing out. We've got Rothia breathing down our necks, Veldlin breathing down our necks. You said so yourself on many occasions at the tavern. Am I wrong? Am I speaking out of turn here, Mom?
I mean, a little. You're not really high-ranking enough for this to matter too much to you. Calm down.
I've been with you guys since the beginning. I don't know what you're talking about.
Goddamn, just enjoy the ride, man.
Well, I've bled and sweated for this cause just like you have.
I mean, if you ever feel like it's like too much for you,
I never said that.
I'm just saying, like,
I mean, there are plenty of able people here.
I think this is being taken way out of proportion.
No,
I was just saying it's a bit stressful, and it was a joke.
I'm just saying, like, no one here is obligated to be here. Like, you're welcome to be here.
Yeah, you're welcome to get the fuck out.
Are you hungry there, fella?
We're all here because we want to be here. I guess I can't make jokes in your presence. You're a little testy. I see.
slap Burr on the back and I say, "Lighten up. We're just kidding."
I mean, look at where we're at right now. I have this head right here.
I was going to ask about that, but I thought it a bit strange. But
we're in a weird mood. Okay, we gotta.
You want me to get somebody to go put that up on a stake on the wall?
No,
if you can get someone to completely destroy it with impunity, so there's no pieces left. Completely destroy it.
Why don't you just toss it into the lock?
No. I want it destroyed.
We need some of our pyrotechnics for this.
We want it.
Well, why don't you go find one of those halflings and they could blow it up for you.
I can never remember their damn names.
Oh, who knows? They're all halflings. No offense there, sir.
Unless I'm not yet. Am I there? Or am I in the bar?
You said you were in the bar.
Yeah, you said you were going to go to the bar, so that's my mistake.
The thinky spell lasts for 8 hours, right?
The what?
I thought it was 1.
It's 1 hour for the...
yeah.
Okay.
to cast it again.
Where'd Pinwin go?
Went to the tavern.
Well, he would know the halflings, probably.
Yeah. We'll track him down. Anyway, can I get the keys?
Well, we haven't gotten any locks changed yet, but once we do, I'll give them to you. But they can move right in. We literally just finished it this morning.
Do we have any like wet nurses or serving people that can assist around at all?
Oh yeah, there's plenty of what used to be camp followers, and there's some. We can drum something up there. Yes.
You don't think you can handle it on your own?
No, I mean...
Pops?
I want to be able to speak to Hazel, and if somebody can look after the children while I do so, then that would be great.
Give me one of them. Give me Toenail.
Here you go. I'm not holding him. Her.
I pop Tozel on my hip.
All right.
And I say, I'm going to go find Pinwin. And something to take care of that head.
Hazel stops you. It's a bit cold. I think I'm going to take the kids inside.
I'm heading inside.
Not in the tavern. I'm talking about the house.
I look at Tomar and give him a control your bitch look.
I'm gonna give her a, it's her baby. Look, you're on the verge of stealing a baby. Look.
I give a look that says, this is my niece.
I give a look, you don't own your niece.
I'm just
Well, does anybody
very
really own
uncomfortable.
anybody? I say with my eyes.
And then I look back, why are we arguing silently? This is absurd.
I'm just standing behind Gorbel, ready to catch her if she tries to run with the baby.
I hand Tozel back to Hazel, and I turn to Tomar and slap him. And then walk away.
I just let her slap me.
Okay.
And then I push her as she turns around.
I kick back.
Are you guys about to fight?
No, we already did that. We already showed what happens when that happens.
And we already
fight
had our
every
fight
episode.
via looks.
All right, Hazel and Zyko take the babies into the house, and the three of you are left in the middle of the street. Burr gets back to work. He starts shouting at some soldiers.
So, Hazel, when we have somebody to tend to the children, would you want to go to the tavern, maybe, and talk stuff out?
She stops as she's getting into the house, and I think that'd be nice. Yes.
All right, well, I'll be over there waiting
All right.
whenever you're ready.
Well, I'm
It's
gonna
that
go
way.
tend to them. I'm sure I find my way. It doesn't seem too big here.
Okay.
She
Sounds lovely.
she goes in the house.
I turn to her stag. This is awkward. 'Cause-
It is.
Well, I mean,
He just agrees.
It is.
the thing about it
Most
is,
definitely.
I don't love Hazel. Like, this.
Whoa. I don't know if we're ready for this conversation.
I just feel comfortable talking to you more than anyone else because you're new to this situation. But yeah, I slept with her out of necessity, but I don't.
Herstag's eyes bulge out of his head.
But I don't really know her as a person, so I'm just trying to do what I can.
He seems very uncomfortable, but also a bit intrigued.
Well, I don't know anything about any of that. You want a good berry?
I look at him like almost defeated, like, well, this got nowhere.
But will you accept the good berry?
Yeah.
Hold one out.
Okay.
That'll cheer you up there, fella.
All right. I eat the good berry.
Yeah, it's a good berry.
And you were...
You're kind of a weird dude,
Pat you on the shoulder.
Thanks. Ah, boy. All right. Well, I'm gonna go to the tavern.
All right, so you guys all go to the tavern. You push the door open, and we're going to cut real quick. So, Pinwin, when you entered the tavern, you saw things looked pretty under control. Janus was manning the bar, and he even pretended to smile when you walked in the door, as though he had been smiling the whole time. And what would you like to do when you enter the tavern?
Well, first, Janus, I just love that beautiful smile. Look at you go. Oh, you're just natural
it looks
now.
really painful. Like he like one side of his face is frozen, and the other side is like kind of going up. He's the least comfortable with smiling, probably, of anyone except for possibly Belba. And he just nods and kind of looks around like.
Oh, I just am so proud of you all. I think, well, it looks like everything's good, so may as well see if you can whip up a drink for me. Do you remember how to make humble brew? I taught you. It's been a while.
He just and he walks over and he goes to the dark-colored barrel, the largest barrel against the wall, which is where the humble brew is stored, and he knocks open the big plug on it, and fills up a stein and slaps it back closed and sets it down heavily in front of you with a big stone stein.
Here's to you, you wonderful man.
And he just nods.
And I'm gonna drink it. How is it? Did they Did they brew well?
It's okay.
It's a humble brew.
It's a humble brew. Yeah, it's okay. It's not your best batch, but because of ingredient shortage, it's not as flavorful as you would have liked. But you're working with what you got. You know what makes it the best. And right now, it's not at its best, but it's not awful.
Oh, you're so good, Janus. You're just doing so well. It's just like a taste of home.
He nods again, and he walks off to the end of the bar to go help another patron.
Okay. Who else is in the bar right now?
You see just random soldiers and workers and laborers and different townsfolk.
Any of my halfling buddies?
None of the halflings are there. You know that your halfling buddies tend to hang out at their little... They have their own little hangout spot right by the docks, where they've started brewing some really, really strong and sweet liqueur that they have been calling halfling juice. And you don't know who started it, but they started calling it halfling juice because that's what everybody else started calling it. I don't think they had an actual name for it, but yeah, they hang out in this like little shed where some of the sailors, the very few sailors that you guys will actually get and people that are visiting will stop there first. And it's a really shittily painted sign outside. Like they literally were just using it as a hangout spot that eventually started to become like the sailor shanty, like not, no pun intended, but yeah.
It's a halfway house.
Halfling house. Yeah.
Oh, cute.
All right, so you guys walk in, and you see Pinwin sitting at the bar enjoying a big stein of a amber-colored, looks like a beer.
Hey! Hi, guys.
Janus, I'll have one of those.
Is he smiley?
He does his fake smile, and he grabs a stein and sets it down on the bar.
Thanks. Pinwin, I didn't think I would
Janus,
care
can I
this
get
much,
two?
but
He takes two
I
steins.
really appreciate what you've done with the place.
Oh, thank you.
I look at Herstag and I say, I always order two because it's
Yeah,
faster.
they're doing
Oh, I
really
thought you were
good.
being nice and ordering me one.
I thought
Well, you
it'd
could get one.
kind of up our spirits to have a nice and happy.
Would you let me to drink
happy
something?
staff.
Let me drink something that I brought in.
Would you let me to drink something?
Would you let me to drink something I brought in?
Yes.
I'm gonna drink some of that.
He looks at Pinwin
that
like
stuff.
questioningly.
It's okay.
He gives you a thumbs up.
Not
Thumbs up
for all
back.
guests though. Just him
He nods.
and our friends.
Okay.
Just not random people. It's like maybe halflings.
His-
Okay.
His thumb is like wavering up and down, whether he's not sure. As Pinwin says more things, like maybe not, no. And then finally just gives you a good thumbs up, and then goes to the end of the bar again.
Yeah, we got it. Good experiences for our staff to have. Yeah.
Right.
So you've been running this place how long, Pinwin?
About 4 months.
Seems pretty nice.
Yeah, everything's pretty new
thanks.
inside, and people seem to like it. It's warm, it's well lit, and of course the employees and their sparkling personalities are a big draw.
Pinwin, actually wanted to apologize a bit to you for acting out yesterday. Looking back on the situation, I hadn't realized that was a person. I just thought it was a demon. So I think you were right to be cautious.
First of all, thanks for saying I was right. I feel good about that. Second of all, I'm sorry for going kind of against the group and not helping. I know that he hurt you guys, and I probably should not have supported that, but it was definitely a pickle to be in. But I know I'll try to be on your guys'
Janus.
side next time.
He's at the end of the bar helping.
So I'm
customers.
sorry too,
Might have
but
to speak up.
apology accepted. I love you too, Ma. I'm gonna hug him.
He doesn't seem to notice you.
I hug Pinwin back.
Janus!
He turns.
Okay.
Yes.
Do you have pickles?
Maybe.
Go check.
He looks at Pinwin as if, should I go check?
I give a thumbs up.
So he goes in the back, and you hear mild rummaging around, and he comes back a few moments later with a bowl, like an earthenware bowl, and there's 3 pickles in it.
I
They're
was kind of hoping he
of
just had
okay
them in
quality.
his hand.
Enjoy.
and he goes back to the end of the bar. He seems to be having a pleasant conversation with 3 of the patrons. There's a half-elf, a human, and a half-orc that are he seems pretty chummy with, and that's who he keeps going back over to talk to.
Do they look familiar?
The human definitely has a very clannish look about him, and the half-orc and the half-elf, they look like they were part of the contingency of soldiers that were working with Brahm.
Whatever happened to Kurdu?
Kurdu...
He's here.
Really? I haven't seen him in ages.
He's been quite helpful here, actually.
What has he been doing?
He was leading the hunting and agriculture, and then supplies. He was the supply guy. He'd go to Vester and get certain necessary things. He was the one who acquired all the livestock for you guys.
Like the game warden?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
As he was.
That's what I imagined he would do.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Well, it's good that he's doing stuff. Is anyone not accounted for that I knew?
I don't think so.
Of the people that originally were with you, no, most of the people are
Everyone
there.
kind of fell
Even Jeff.
into a job.
Well, it's good that we're building something here. And no one has accosted us from Veldalin or Rothia here?
Not here.
Do we have a sign that says, like, blank days since accosted?
No, but you can definitely get one.
That'd be cool.
Well,
I mean, if you're worried about safety and security here, I think your family's going to be just fine.
I'm definitely less worried about it than Heart Valley, but
I'm definitely less worried about it than I should be.
I'm very blasé about parenting. But you remember that game Rast used to play with us? Well, not with us, but he'd play it with his friends. Secret or Swill. That game where you have to ask somebody a question, and they can either answer it, or they just drink the swill and get more and more drunk.
That sounds fun!
I think we should do that. And I think we should have Herstag play. Be a good way to learn more about each other.
Yeah.
And then maybe if Hazel shows up, then we could...
Then you could both get shit-faced drunk and fuck again.
And
eat
make
more
3
babies.
Is there like a limit to how many babies can come out? Or...
I looked to Pinwin. I looked to somebody for an answer, because I actually don't know.
You guys have seen the entire world, but don't know how babies work.
We're jackasses.
Well, I didn't know what 3 of them could come out of a dwarf.
Hey, fit it all in! Hey!
That's a lot of eggs you gotta eat. All right.
Janus.
Yeah, Janus wanders over. The 8th.
We need a lot of really strong, nasty stuff.
I have just the thing. He reaches underneath and he pulls out that big vase of stuff that Let made earlier.
Oh, maybe not that.
No.
I don't want to die.
Well, maybe you should just answer the questions, Gorbel.
Fine.
Or are you scared?
Fill them up.
Pops it open and bloop, 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 bloop.
We'll just take the vase.
You're just gonna swig
Just
out of
give it here. Well, I mean, we'll use the cups. I just mean we don't want to come back to the counter every time we want to fill up. So,
All right.
Herstag, you down for this?
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right. I'm gonna find a large table in the room.
All right. There's a few. There's one right by the door that's pretty decent. All right. So there's a table by the door that's large enough, and there's also one near the stairs.
We'll go by the door, so we're easy to find.
Okay. So you guys sit down by the door and begin swig. What is it called?
Secret or Swill?
Secret or Swill.
All right, I think
Oh, you're just gonna start? We have
our newest guest
should go first?
should go first.
Get
All right,
your
Herstag.
guy.
So you can choose anyone at the table, and you can ask them one question, and you say secret or Swill, and then you say their name, and then you ask a question. And if they don't want to answer it, then they have to drink.
Oh. Who do I ask? Tomar. Secret or Swill?
Okay, maybe one of us should go first. So
Lay
he
it on me.
learns.
Lay it on me. No, I think he's got it.
So I'm supposed to ask something?
Yeah, it's something you want to know about us.
Oh.
It's a getting to know you game.
Oh. Well.
Herstag seems a bit confused.
It can be anything, man.
What kind of, what kind of food do you like?
What kind of food do I like?
Favorite food?
Oh, you better swill.
Well, I like some good boar meat. Good crumpet tarts. I don't know. I'm not very picky when it comes to food.
Interesting. I just learned so much about you.
Very interesting. All right. Okay. Pinwin.
Yeah?
What brought you to a life of adventuring?
Oh, what a big question that is. It's more like what didn't bring me to adventuring, because just hearing all these stories over the years from my parents telling me of all these different adventures. I don't know if you knew that about my parents. So, Mom and Dad were traveling storytellers, and they were the best in all of the land. They were amazing, and they wove such really pretty tales, and we met all sorts of people, all sorts of adventurers on our way, because me and my siblings, we'd go along sometimes. And, just all the adventures I heard, how could I not want to do that, you know? So...
Nice.
Then we flash an hour and a half later, and Pinwin is done answering.
Now, Pinwin, you can ask a question to somebody.
Yay! Okay,
I also forgot to say secret or swill.
Is that important?
Yeah, I got a drink now. So take a drink.
Secret?
All right, roll at a disadvantage
Why?
because of how strong this stuff is.
Okay. Does Constitution save?
Yes.
Pinwin's doing weird dancing.
14.
Okay, so you're feeling a nice little warmth
Whoa!
in your body. You know,
Man,
you didn't
that's
take
tough.
that deep of a sip this time, but you because you remembered last time how quickly it came upon you. So yeah.
I know it was a good secret. Okay, Oh. Hey, Gorbel. So, I mean, I kind of came along in the middle of the ride, and you guys have all known each other a bit before me. So what was your childhood like? What was wee little Gorbel doing? Did you know you'd be so cool when you got older?
Pinwin, I did. I had a pretty good hunch. My childhood was enjoyable. I mean, save for the fatherless part and the mom dying part. There were a lot of fun little adventures there, and I hung out a lot with Tomar and his family. Basically my family.
Cool. That's cool.
Got in all sorts of monkey business.
So yeah,
You should have met baby Tomar.
Oh, was he cute?
He was pretty cute.
Oh, I know you would
Pretty
be
tiny.
so cute, baby Tomar, because big Tomar's so cute.
Really? Well, thank you.
Of course.
Let's go into his head.
So was that secret or swill then?
So
well, technically, Pinwin, you did not say it, so...
you guys
you
notice
also have to
as you
drink.
guys heard as
Okay.
so go ahead and roll at a disadvantage, and you actually no, you roll normal because as we've established, okay, you're doing good. You take
Nice.
a swig and
I'm a hardy halfling.
you guys notice that slowly to your table is creeping up a human gentleman. He seems like he's trying to be inconspicuous, but he like bumps the chair a little bit too much, and you recognize him as that annoying Veldalinian soldier that joined you guys in the hot springs. And he's just like sits
did he
down like
find
he's
us?
like he's been just like chilling.
Didn't he say his name last time?
No, he never actually said his name.
It's nice seeing him with clothes on this time.
And he just like sits down and like tries to look casual, but gives Gorbel the old side eye, like, "Hey, baby."
All right, Gorbel, it's your turn.
I give him a death stare and then turn away. Herstag, secret or swill?
Swill.
No. No, Herstag, nope. You gotta hear the question first, and if you don't want to answer the question, then you swill.
Oh.
You're coming off as highly suspicious
I
right
see.
now.
I think he just wants to drink.
I want to drink.
All right. Why did your parents dump you in a tree?
Well, they didn't dump me in a tree.
Why did they shove you in a tree?
They didn't. I climbed there. The tree called
Why
to
weren't you
me.
raised by parents?
Sweet.
Right as you're about to
volunteer.
answer Herstag, the door flies open. Not flies, but gets pushed open, and Zyko steps in. He looks around. Oh, hey guys.
Zyko! Hi, come join us. Come play our game.
Okay. And he,
Secret or swill, Zyko?
ooh, I like this one.
Hey,
And he sits
Janus.
Oh,
down.
you've heard of it.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
good. Then we don't have to explain it again.
Hey, Janus, can you give our buddy Zyko a drink?
Janus. Bloop, bloop, bloop.
Well, no, we have this at the table. It's fine.
He's halfway across the room with a stein, and he just stops. So, new.
That's on you, man. You can have it.
Looks at Pinwin.
You earned it, buddy. You're doing so good.
So he just takes a sip and kind of
Yeah.
motions
cheers.
towards you in a positive way, and then goes back behind the bar sipping it.
He's just come such a long way.
Well,
So, what did you ask him?
I want to know why Herstag wasn't raised by his parents.
Is it part of triple customs?
maybe because I was an ugly baby. I don't know. I'll have to drink on that because I don't know how to answer that question.
Cop out.
So you're gonna drink?
I'm gonna drink.
All right. Who's pounding?
Sorry. Who's next?
Roll Constitution save at a disadvantage.
22.
So you took like a smaller sip, remembering how it affected you last time. You kind of want to savor it, but yeah, it doesn't seem to have much of an effect on you right now. You can feel the warmth in your mouth, but that's about it. Okay.
All right.
It's your turn again, tree guy.
Zyko.
Yes.
How'd you get your combat skills there?
Oh, it's I got trained from Smoochie and from Tomar and from
Pinwin. He sees Pinwin gesturing to himself.
and
Pinwin winks.
from Gorbel and a little bit here, a little bit there, and that's kind of how it happened. And yeah, I'm just gonna piece different things that worked for me together, and that's yeah.
Herstag, you did not say secret or swill, so you must drink.
Yes.
Oh,
Take a drink.
no.
You fool.
Calm down, buddy.
10.
Now you're feeling it. It kind of washes over you now. You took a bigger drink than you intended to, and now you're getting a nice little buzz going.
Are you doing weird dancing with Pinwin now?
Sure.
As
Just
we
kind of
say.
wobbling and smiling with my eyes closed as Zyko is answering the question.
Zyko looks around at the different people sitting there, and he sees the guy sitting next to him, the Valenian soldier, who's going. And Zyko looks over at Gorbel and sees her shaking his head as his mouth is open.
Gorbel,
Yeah.
if you could be
I was wondering if you added 2 characters to the table just so you can play with yourself.
You hear the guy go, oh.
secret or swill,
Ask away.
is that secret?
Yeah.
Okay, if you could be any kind of tree, what kind of tree would you be?
What kind of tree would I be? That's a great question, Zyko.
Zyko, you were just feeding her, and she's going to ask the spiciest questions to people.
I think I would be...
This is pretty spicy. I'd like to know.
I think it'd be a palm tree, Zyko.
What's a palm tree?
It's a good choice.
Is that one of those weird island trees? Mm-hmm. Ah. Yeah, coconuts on them. Zyko, have you ever had a coconut?
No,
That'll blow your mind.
I want to try one.
Absolutely fuck you up.
Coconut.
Yep.
Where did it come from?
The tree. They grow on trees.
Well, now I've had everything.
What does a coconut do?
You eat it. Well, you drink it.
You eat
You can eat it.
How do you eat and drink a thing?
You break it open. It's got a really hard shell on it.
So you chew on the hard shell?
No, you gotta bust it open. My dad once brought a coconut to our house. It was the only time I had a coconut, and it's the weirdest looking thing. But he actually broke it with his hand.
Cool.
Really strong guy.
You learn something
Gorbel.
new every day.
Oh, yeah, my turn. Tomar. Secret or Swill? How are you going to provide for 3 bastard children?
Well, they're not necessarily bastards.
No, by definition they are.
Well, I still have quite a bit of platinum saved up from before, and I would like to think that my sister would be generous enough to share in some of the spoils that we earned together. Gorbel. Secret or Swill?
Hit me.
How many people have you shared a bed with?
Weird question from someone who just called me sister.
And then I look over at the human guy and I wink at him.
I'm picking up what you're putting down, man. He looks over expectantly at Gorbel. It's going to be one more after tonight if I have anything to say.
What if I don't know the answer?
Have you lost count?
I just didn't bother counting.
Lots, then.
All right.
Not enough?
Well, when I didn't know the answer, I took a drink, so I think that's how it goes.
All right.
All right,
I
take a
take a
drink.
draw.
Roll at a disadvantage.
Her stag's making up rules to the game.
That makes sense.
What'd you get?
At a disadvantage 1.
Oh!
Did you add your constitution?
No.
That's a fail.
But that's a save. You just rolled a 1? Mm-hmm. Okay, you're drunk.
Gorbel is turned.
Yeah, you're drunk. You are very, very drunk.
What kind of drunk?
Like,
Sad, slutty, happy.
How do you normally get drunk as Gorbel?
sassy. That's up to you.
Okay.
How was she in the hot springs?
Having a good time. Everybody was just kind of like, well,
I wasn't trashed in the hot springs. I'm usually not a total mess.
Anybody gonna ask me a question?
Not attacking a goat sort of drunk.
the villainy of the soldier. Anybody? Any takers? I got a pretty sussy history.
Oh,
myself.
I have a question.
Secret, for sure.
Secret or Swill?
Yeah, secret for sure.
Why are you here?
Because I'm one of you guys. I'm one of the wolves. Remember we talked about this.
Ew. I lean in really close. Come here. I have a secret.
He leans in. Your breath smells quite pleasant.
Thanks.
He looks away and winces. I mean, I'm still gonna try to hit it, but. So my turn.
Yep.
Hep flag. What's your name?
Her stag.
Yeah, I like that accent.
Thank you. I like your accent.
Oh, thank you. What kind of secret Swill?
You gotta ask him a follow-up, man.
What kind of creature are you? You a gnome, or are you like a sickly child, or what?
People don't like being asked that question, man.
Man, you'd ask me. Why don't you ask me?
I am a dwarf.
Oh, okay. We were betting on it.
Ooh.
Me and some of my pals. I said you were never mind.
Who are your pals?
Just me and some of the guys. We were just talking about it. It's no big deal.
No, that's okay. That's okay. That's fine. How much did you win the bet?
No, I thought you were just like a chubby halfling.
Oh.
No offense.
Nothing wrong with that.
I'm chubby.
Well, yep, it's your drink, or your turn.
Oh, yeah. Well, go with, Pinwin.
Yay.
Woo!
Oh God, she's a wool girl.
Secret or Swill? Who was your first love?
Oh,
This is actually
tell
a
him,
real
Pinwin.
funny story. You're gonna love it. You're gonna fucking love it.
I don't know this story. I've never heard it before.
It's so embarrassing.
Can't wait.
You're gonna love this herp bag. It's gonna be so good.
You haven't heard this, have you?
Go away.
All right, well, just wait. I'm playing the game like you guys are. I'll just relax.
I think I'm gonna go with Swill for this one.
Tell the story. Tell the story. Tell the story.
Ew.
Tell the story.
It's too embarrassing.
Oh, come on, Penguin. You're among friends here.
Do it.
Yeah, do it, Penguin.
Is that guy?
I'm not sure.
Do it for me.
I've seen him like once.
Yeah, it's going to be a secret or Swill. You're going to have to ask me yourself after you answer this question.
Well, now, if I ask a personal question, that's fine. You don't have to.
I'll tell you one day.
Okay.
Do it now. Do it now.
We don't gotta pressure him. If he wants to drink, let him drink.
Let's just
Drinking's
say.
fun.
Let's just say. I professed my love, and she thought I was not interested in women.
Man, that's a tough break.
Yeah.
Tough break.
And my grandma thought I was gay. I proved her wrong.
We had sex for hours. Christmas is still real awkward, though.
Didn't call her back.
I ghosted her.
All right, Pinwin, take a drink.
Okay.
What you got?
I always click the wrong thing.
Everybody memorize
do I
your
roll-
constitution.
do I
separate.
roll
Everyone's
at
doing a
at
shoulder
advantage?
dance.
Just normal. You cancel out.
Okay.
Normally you would, but
4.
4. You're drunk now.
Woo! And Pinwin's doing more awkward dancing. Yep. Oh yeah, my turn! Yay!
Yay.
Let's see. Herstag.
Man, everybody's picking me.
Well,
Okay.
I mean, we don't know you.
Yeah, you're like the
Also-
newcomer to the group, man. Of course we're gonna pick you.
Also, you asked a personal question. I'm gonna get you back. Okay.
I don't like you.
I like you well enough. I mean, we don't know him very well. Not as well as we all know each other, and then we know each other very well. I have seen plenty of you guys naked.
Who are you? What's your name?
That's not how you play the game. And wait your turn there, Tomar.
Well, what if I want to call on you?
All right, you know me. Don't play with me. We're acquainted. It's me, Dirk.
Okay.
Should we tell them the backstory of the hot springs?
We can some other time, I think.
Okay.
If you want to find out about the hot springs, you can check out our website. Maybe we'll have a little story about the hot springs up in there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
There you go.
Content.
Herstag, secret or Swill? What is your favorite dance move? Mine is this.
And Pinwin puts his hand behind his head and starts gyrating forward while also keeping his left hand out and kind of going over, I don't know, horizontally, you would say. Almost like what some people might colloquially call the sprinkler.
Might be a broken sprinkler, but it's a sprinkler.
Well, my default, when I'm feeling good, is to just kind of sway.
He starts moving his shoulders back and forth.
That's how we dance in the woods.
Just a fat goat lean back.
I just sway.
Those are really good moves. Like,
Yeah.
really good.
Yeah. Feels nice.
Herstick has his eyes closed and he's swaying back and forth.
You should trust me because I am a performer and I know what sells, and that would sell.
I am also a performer,
You
and
can
I
make money
second
doing
that.
that.
Really?
You guys are letting the drinks get the better of you.
Can I perform with you guys sometime then?
No.
Gotta get to know her more.
Don't even worry, Half-Wag. They won't let me join them either. I've tried on numerous occasions. Did not work. They have laughed at me. They have made fun of me. They have spit on me.
I thought you guys were friends.
We are. It's how friends interact. You'll learn. You'll learn all of this once you become a full-fledged wolf. I mean, not to brag, but I've been there pretty close to the beginning.
Anyway, her stag.
All right. Secret or Swill there, Durkee.
Will, you know what? What's the question?
Oh. What's your job? What's your who are you employed with?
Well, I am, like I said, I'm a wolf, a Moonreach. I started off in Brahm's company, and then we all became fast friends, and I helped defend Starhost with everyone. I'm not a bad shot with the arrow. He looks over at Gorbel and winks, and I just kind of, right around here, I help keep the place safe and secure, and it's just kind of what I do. He's like leaning back with his chair's like lightly leaning back as well, and he just looks real cocky. But yeah, if you ever need anything, the wolves, we're here. We're here to help. We're here to protect. We're here to look good while we're helping and protecting. You just say the word, man, the wolves will be there. I think that's our motto.
When I first got here, they actually locked me up in a cell.
When you first got here, you attacked our guards, so...
Yeah, I heard about that. Not a good way to start a friendship there,
I was kind of in a hurry.
Fella.
Wasn't thinking...
Well, I would argue that
You know
took
what
more
else
time.
is a bad way to start a friendship?
What's that, my dear?
Dirt being you.
See, we rib each other like that. She loves to just... She loves saying stuff like that, just try to get my goat, and I don't let it bother me. We mince words, we go back and forth. It's a repartee, if you will.
All right, Dirk.
Can I
it's your turn.
Roll insight on him?
Yeah. Absolutely.
Oh, fuck. That would be a 12.
It's weird because he seems extremely confident and like he's very much a part of the group, but nobody else seems to either know him or like him very much. So you're conflicted. You're starting to wonder if maybe there's some jilted past here. All right, let's see here. Tomer, secret or Swill, what is your darkest, deepest secret?
Wasn't it?
No, I'm gonna take a drink.
Fair enough, my friend. Fair enough. Keep your secrets.
I'm
15.
Tomer.
All right, you're still taking a smaller sip. You're being careful about it.
Pace.
You know that this stuff is strong. You're very lightly buzzing, very lightly, but you're being careful.
Okay. Gorbel, secret or Swill,
What?
who is the person that has hurt you the most emotionally?
Well, I'm in a lot of distress right now, sitting next to you. Dirk.
She's kidding. It's what we do, like I said.
I know she's kidding. That's not the real answer.
Lila.
Ooh, who's Lila?
Yeah, who's Lila?
Swill.
I haven't heard about
A
Lila.
bitch.
Ooh, we gonna have some follow-up questions.
That's all I'm gonna say about that. She's a bitch.
Gorbel, you need to say no more. I'm on your side. I agree with you wholeheartedly. Lila is the biggest.
Thanks, Pimlin.
The biggest what, Penguin?
The biggest itch.
Is she an itch you'd like to scratch again? Everybody stares at him like,
Pinwin, do you know who Lila is?
No idea.
Okay.
All right, there, Gorbel.
Pass me the bottle.
Wait, you gotta ask a question to somebody.
He hands you the bottle. Dirk does. Roll at a disadvantage. What'd you get?
Is Gorbel going to die of alcohol?
Were you already super hammered?
3.
Oh,
Well, it was a natural 1.
okay. So you are like trash now. You're like blackout drunk. However you want to role play that.
Well, you know I don't quit. All right, Tomar.
Yeah.
Secret or Swill? I just want to know why you would let Hustle just like name your kids a bunch of stupid names when you have 2 girls and I'm a girl and I think you should have named one after me.
Well, the only reason they have those names.
Well, they're only like babies, so you can totally change them.
Yeah, they won't even know if you change them now.
Well,
He's right.
okay, she must be drunk because she's agreeing with Dirk.
I know about that.
If I had been there, then I strongly would have considered it at the time. If I have any more, I will gladly give them your first name. You could be
Or other option. Other option.
You should have named
The
it
tattooed one. You could get, like, my wolf blood blade tattooed on her other cheek. And then it's, like, your hammer on the other side. That would be pretty cool.
I'll ask her when she's of age for it. It's a birthmark.
You keep saying that, but it's kind of a coincidence.
Alright, Gorbel. Secret or Swill? What happened with Lila?
I thought I told you she was a bitch.
Yeah, you did. But what did she do to you?
Bitchy stuff.
She was so itchy.
She was really mean. Real mean.
Well, it doesn't sound like she was your friend.
Her stag is correct. It does not sound like a friend.
She wasn't a friend.
No friend of mine treat Gorbel like that.
She was my girlfriend.
Oh.
Tell me more.
Well, I thought
I bet you would love to hear that story, jerk.
No, it's pronounced Dirk. I understand you're a little bit drunk.
Jerk.
That's how we play. We just joke around like this all the time.
Will Tomar have known that you've flirted on both sides of the fence? Like, he's seen you interact with a lot of dudes in a flirtatious way, but would he have seen you do that with women at all?
I think so.
Okay.
I
So
mean,
he's
she
not
was
surprised.
straight on hitting on the Countess hard.
Really?
Yeah. Her and Willem were both hitting on her pretty hard.
Right on.
Shoot, would Pinwin know then?
Yeah.
Okay.
Pinwin might not be that perceptive.
Yeah, roll insight.
I
Penguin.
have really good perception.
Roll insight.
Of those things?
That I don't know. I am very perceptive
Insight.
to sexual orientation for reasons. So perceptive. Okay, 22.
Yeah, you probably would have figured it out by now.
Cool.
It's not like she was
It's your
hiding
turn.
What?
It's your turn. We're still playing.
Gorbel! Gorbel!
Okay. Pinwin.
Yes.
Secret or Swill?
Find out. Okay.
Okay.
What's coming?
Okay.
What's coming?
Okay. Does Shadow have any brothers or sisters?
I don't think so. I think they
Pinwin
all
seems
died.
sadly confused.
It's actually really beautiful. So, have I told you how I found Shadow? It's precious.
Nobody asked.
Nope, you just showed up with
Can
him.
I tell you? I'm gonna tell you. Okay. Oh, I'm gonna cry. Shadow, I love you, buddy.
Shadow's just sitting there napping.
Okay, so from where I'm from, we have what's called a choosing when you're of age, and they send you out into the wood. They kind of train you how to be, like good in the wilderness and stuff, and then they send you out in the middle of the woods and send you out to survive. And well, I mean, I've come a long way, but at my choosing...
I say so. You definitely have, Penguin. You have grown.
Oh, thanks, Dirk. Okay.
He winks and gun shoots right back at you.
Yeah.
Even though
Okay.
we haven't seen them before.
He crossbows right back at you.
But, yeah, so I went out on my choosing, and I got really lost in the woods, and I found Shadow, and he was wounded, and I think he was out hunting, and he was just a tiny little pup. He got separated from his family, and he was hurt, so I tried to take care of him, and we helped each other, and he actually brought me back home. I probably wouldn't have made it out in the woods without him. But yeah, I think his family is gone.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah.
Well,
no,
yes.
it's not. It's not. It doesn't suck because guess what? We're his family and we're here.
I was just gonna say that.
Maybe
Yeah.
his parents died. He probably had brothers and sisters. They probably died after that, though.
What do you think their names were?
Let's see. One, he came with the name Shadow.
Maddo. Paddo.
Well, they probably have wolf names.
Shadow.
Do wolves name each
No,
other?
not Shadow.
Oh, that's too close to Shadow.
No,
Waddo.
Sad.
He came with the name Shadow?
No.
Isn't that what his parents called him?
No, Pinwin had to have named him.
Yeah, I named him. What?
It's your turn, Pinwin.
Oh, right. It's my turn. Okay. I don't have to drink, do I?
No, you answered
Yeah.
the question.
I'm really good at answering. Okay. Hersey. Hi,
Yes.
Hersey.
Hi.
Secret or Swill, did you have any tree lady friends back home?
I did not.
That's really boring.
Did you have any tree other friends?
Yeah, tree men?
Well, I can
Treemen?
talk to trees. They're not really friends. They're just trees.
Penguin just
Sorry.
wants to know if you've ever been kissed
By a tree?
You ever
by anyone.
No. Well, I'm working on that. Working my way up to it.
Oh, really? Trying to get some sap on it.
Pinwin's drunk, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pinwin's
say
gonna
that.
kiss his cheek.
Well,
I mean, it's a good start.
wasn't-
You're
It
welcome,
wasn't bad.
Hersey.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah.
Tomar, where is your lady?
I don't know. I'm not sure she's showing.
I have questions for her.
Well, it's not your turn. So. It's hers.
Kind of awkward that she's ditching you when you're like, hey,
Yeah, I
here's
mean,
a
we all
whole
live in the
village
same
and a
spot.
house and we know where she is.
Are you sure you don't want, like, your own room or something?
I don't know. I'll ask her how she feels.
I mean, maybe
She
you
might
should,
not be comfortable with me
Maybe,
being
maybe
in
you
it.
should ask yourself how Tomar feels.
Tomar feels confused.
Me too.
At that moment, you guys hear a loud rumbling from somewhere outside of the tavern and some shouting voices.
Is that normal?
Zyko stands up and looks at you two, Pinwin and Gorbel. What is it?
What?
Do you guys hear that awful clamor? There's something going on outside.
Claimer. Claimer?
Outside?
Oh no.
I'm gonna leave the table and go out and see what's
Roll
going on.
perception.
I'll go with.
I'm gonna try to perceive from the bar.
Like
Okay, go ahead.
you two, Pinwin and Gorbel are drunk as fuck, right?
Yeah.
But her stag is
19.
At a disadvantage though.
Okay.
And also you're gonna take negatives.
19.
So yeah, you can hear a loud sound. You don't know exactly
I think
what
I
it
know
is.
what it is. It's a loud sound.
Well, yeah, we established that.
Okay.
I'm already heading out the door.
Okay, you guys head out the door. You can see a crowd moving away from the market area where you guys are in the tavern and moving towards the front gates.
I shall follow.
Okay. Are you guys following? Or are you
Yeah.
guys staying in the tavern? Okay.
Are they going to be behind us in ways? 'Cause they're like,
Yeah, I think you guys would probably be like walking, kind of like wonkily, maybe leaning on each
I'm
other.
still sprinkling along the way.
it's that like one kind of drunk walk where you think you're like walking fast, but you're kind of just falling forward.
and then stopping, and then kind of drifting backwards, and then walking forward again.
Pinwin, how are your ankles?
Right now, you can't feel any pain, Pinwin.
I feel like a newborn.
You think you could carry me?
Oh God.
You know, I think I could. It sounds like such a great idea.
Okay.
Now he breaks his ankle.
You're definitely going to have to roll for that.
What am I rolling?
Well, how are you going to have Pinwin carry you?
Piggyback.
Piggyback? Okay, so Pinwin, you turn with your back.
That doesn't make any sense.
You're going to be rolling strength at a
taller than his whole
disadvantage.
body.
Would it be acrobatics to catch her, though?
I'm not
No.
jumping.
You're trying
You're
to
just going to pile drive Pinwin.
at a disadvantage.
4.
So
I climb
Gorbel
on.
climbs onto your back, and you guys both immediately hit the ground.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Then I pull us up, and my feet are still on the ground while I'm on Pinwin's back, and I walk us along. Fully believing I'm getting a piggyback ride.
Roll acrobatics
Full deception.
to yourself. Roll acrobatics at a disadvantage.
Is Shadow nearby just watching us?
Yeah, Shadow is now walking along next to you
What
guys.
happens if she can't do it? They fall over.
14.
Okay, so somehow you're able to like bow-leggedly straddle Pinwin and like hold him like up to you. And Pinwin, you're drunk enough that you're like, I don't know what's going on, but
I love it.
yeah. So as far as you guys know, Pinwin is now giving you a piggyback, Gorbel.
Gorbel,
gonna be
I
a great
didn't
story.
know I was so good at piggyback rides.
I didn't know you were so strong.
I am
I feel like
so
I can just-
strong.
Like I could just fall asleep on your back.
I know. I'm so strong. Just look at my moves. Charge!
You yell charge, and then you start wobbling forward. You guys have made it to the front of the throng of people, and they're all excitedly, making noises, and you can see in the semicircle as you break through, there are 2 gnomes, and they are wearing tattered clothes, and they look wounded. They have bruised and bloodied faces, and their clothing is like torn. Sections of it are burned, and they're like leaning on one another, and you can see that there's a small pony near the gate, and the pony looks exhausted, like it's been ridden all night. And they look around, and they're like, Where are the wolves? One of them asks.
Who are you guys?
We are from Roundfoot Town. We need your help, please. Our town has been attacked.
By what?
It's been attacked by and he falls still on the ground.
I'm gonna
Are we
cast
there
Spare the
yet?
Dying on him.
And he that doesn't bring him back. It just stabilizes him, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So he lays on the ground still, but now he's breathing.
Someone take him to an infirmary or something. We need an infirmary.
There's several soldiers like come out and grab
Well,
him.
we
and
didn't think about that because we don't.
Are they anywhere
get
nearby?
sick.
They're in the back, like staring at the backs of the people.
What about you, lad? Are you okay?
It's a little gnome guy, and he looks up at you very shakily. I could use some water. He seems kind of older than the other guy, and he's got a big wound on the side of his face that's open still.
I offer him some water from my water skin,
Okay.
and I'll use a balm on him to heal the thing on his face.
He wipes his mouth.
Help the donkey.
Help the donkey.
So he heals for 3 points.
Okay, so he's looking a little bit better. His eyes open up a little bit wider, and he clutches your hand and kind of squeezes it. Thank you so much. We rode all of night and all of yesterday to get here. Our town, it's been attacked from above. Soldiers in ships that fly, and they descended on us and they attacked our whole town.
Oh shit! Could you tell what colors they wore?
They wore the colors of Veldelin, but they were not humans. They were hobgoblins.
At the same time, he looks at you, Gorbel, for saying that. You said goblins, while he said hobgoblins.
Hobgoblin.
She corrects herself.
Yes, hobgoblins have attacked the city, and with them are some of the Crown's Guard
Are you gonna
from.
finish that water?
Not now, Gorbel.
He hands the wineskin full of water to you.
Am I still on her back?
Take a very long drag. Draw.
She's on your back.
Oh, still? That's
I
weird.
don't know.
Okay.
You decide.
But they attacked, but some of the Crown's Guard from Deepminster were there, and they tore us to shreds, and we only just made it out alive.
Are they still there?
I think so, yes. We don't know why they're there or what they've done.
And you guys know that Roundfoot Town is the gnome, hub. That's, where most of the gnomes in Veldelin come from and live.
Were there any more survivors?
We don't know. We were sent out by our elders to go get help. But this is we were asking around, and this is the first place we found that we could possibly find help in.
All right. Well, we'll take you to the infirmary to make sure you're patched up, and then we will set out as soon as we can to
He's really
deal with
thinking
this.
we have an infirmary.
Thank you so much.
Take care of this man.
And a couple more soldiers come out and lead him away.
Thank you, wolves. Thank you.
Great.
Do I feel any better after having water?
Not enough to be sober. You're still pretty drunk.
Am I sober?
Not enough to matter.
Herstag, have you ever been to Roundfoot Town?
Have I ever been to Roundfoot Town?
No?
No, I haven't.
Is there a wood nearby that he would be close to? I've been in there.
Have I been there with Durant or anything?
I don't believe so, no.
Where's Durant been?
Where is Durant?
Well, you can
Where's
always
Dury?
travel the old-fashioned way.
Boo! Wait, no, yay! I give the best piggyback rides!
Giddy up, Pinwin.
Woo!
Can
You guys
take
can
the whole
see
group?
that Pinwin's
go.
clinging to the inside of
Watch
Gorbel's
us
legs.
go.
And Gorbel is standing on the ground. But they both, for some reason, believe that Pinwin is giving Gorbel a piggyback ride.
I'm so strong. Watch us go.
We can ride by carriage, and I'll probably take the first drive. But can you get us a carriage up here as soon as possible?
Soldier... Me?
Yes, somebody.
Right away! And he runs off.
Should we sleep here tonight before we head out, though? We got a couple of people over here.
Well, it sounds like it's an emergency. I feel like they can sleep in the carriage.
You need to go say goodbye to your woman.
And your babies.
I do, and I will be right back.
Do you think I can hold your babies?
We'll worry about that later. You try and
Give
sober
her a
up.
kiss for her, Stag, because he likes her so much.
Guidance. I cast guidance on you.
Oh.
For what?
Just in case you
Kissing
need,
babies?
a roll or something.
All right, thanks, buddy. All
Super kiss
Hey, that's
those
no
babies.
problem.
right, I'm
Tell
gonna
those babies I love them.
I'm gonna stop really quickly at
Uncle
Hazel's
Penny.
place.
Tell
Okay.
Gorbel Jr. you love her.
And then
Which one would you want to be Gorbel Jr.?
After a few moments, the door opens, and Hazel opens the door. She like squints at the wane winter light and seems like she's been sleeping. Her hair is kind of mussed and.
Oh, sorry to bother you.
It's okay. What do you need, Tomar?
I just wanted to let you know that we're going to take a trip to Roundfoot Town. I'm not sure how long it's gonna be, but I just wanted you to know, and that I wasn't abandoning you. I just wanted you to know where I was going.
Oh, well, I appreciate it, and I'll hurry back. Don't get killed.
That's good advice. Goodbye. And then I hurry off abruptly.
She closes the door. All right. So you guys, by the time you get back to the gates, a carriage has been hitched up and there's a couple of horses attached to it.
All right, guys, get on. Does anybody have bread? Anything like that?
Yeah, I'm hungry. Bread.
There's a laborer. You guys know him as Pete.
Pete the laborer.
He steps forward. And he's got a big, like, long piece of bread.
Pete's got a piece.
Pete coming through with the bread.
Conveniently, I was just about to consume this, but here you are.
Thank you. You'll be rewarded when we return.
Yes. Have a good breading.
Pete, I
Zyko,
love
are you coming with?
Zyko looks around. Yes.
All right, let's go.
Yay,
hops on.
Zyko.
All right, guys, get on and start eating this bread. We got a long journey ahead.
I eat.
You guys eat bread and hop in, and you guys bust ass out of the city towards Roundfoot Town, and that's where we're going to end for tonight. All right. So,
real quick, how far away is Roundfoot Town? Like, what direction?
if you ride
How
hard,
far away is Roundfoot
it's like
Town?
a day and 3/4.
Okay. Cool.
That's not too bad.
That was fun. I liked that game.
Yeah,
That's a fun
it
game.
was fun.
Should play that in real life.
Yeah.
With people we just meet.
Yeah.
Okay, so, all right, guys. So now we're going to do our experience. So for the battle in the streets with Lortho,
Battle
Forget my
in
own
the
dude's names.
streets.
That battle is 6,900 experience. Except for Herstag, you get 69,001.
I'm not
Or
taking that
01.
What?
Not taking the one. No.
Well, that's your choice, my friend.
I'll take the one.
Tomar gets it. Tomar gets a half one.
You can't do that.
No, I'm doing it, baby.
No, I mean, you can't put it in like that. But, okay.
Just remember it. And for the general role playing and everything like that, everybody gets 1,000 experience points because you guys did really good. Playing that game was a good idea. Tomar, you can have an extra 100 experience points for suggesting the game, and you guys can all have 50 for playing it.
Yay.
For committing to a piggyback ride, you two can each have 50.
Yeah. I could have broken my ankles.
I could have broken his ankle.
And, for just kind of getting revenge on Lord Bartleby, not waiting, not listening to him, not doing anything like that, you guys can have an extra 100 experience
He
points.
was really, looking like he shouldn't be alive.
Yeah.
I think we were doing
That was
him a
not
favor.
supposed to happen. Yeah, it definitely.
Yeah, what would life
Because
be
wolf.
like as a severed head?
He had like a magic body.
I suppose we could have
That
asked
was
him.
all, wiggly and weird. He didn't look happy. He was all stitched together. Ugh.
Well, if he was going to be running around taking over towns and putting up weird
And
sphere
people
things,
people praying to him and making him bigger.
yeah, I think we did a good thing.
Hopefully. If not, there will be consequences.
Unless the next arc
Consequences.
isn't consequences.
It's
It's the happy arc.
Hot Springs Arc.
It's the arc
whole
of
thing.
bountiful rewards for terrible deeds.
I don't like that one.
Yeah, that sounds fun.
All right, now this is where you guys vie for where you deserve more experience. Anybody?
Think of
Awkward interactions with my baby mama.
Yeah, that's good. You can have 50 experience for that.
Yeah, you were extra awkward.
I was her
Thanks.
stag's first kiss, kind of.
You know what?
On the cheek.
50 for both of you.
Getting my first
Everybody
kiss.
wins. From a halfling was very drunk and excited. The best kind of kisses.
What else you guys got? What do you need experience for? There's a lot more role playing that episode. We did quite a bit of in the front end. There was a lot of fighting, but
Yeah.
a
A
lot
little
of
bit of
role-playing.
everything for
Yeah,
How about shattering that one guy's head?
Pinwin did kill him.
yeah. Good job.
Yeah.
You can have 50 for that.
Yeah.
MVPC?
Yeah. Who do you guys think should be the MVPC of this session? Ooh.
I'm going to suggest Gorbel, because Gorbel was a good drunk, and I liked it.
Yep, that was a very good drunk. What do you think, Herstag?
I was also going to vote for Gorbel.
All right.
Amazing
Gorbs.
drunk roleplay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gorbel,
Super good.
who do you vote for?
When she
My
said
vote-
that one question, it was
My
really
vote
good.
was gonna be for Tomar
Damn it.
for dad duties.
Well, looks like this week's MVPC is Gorbel Icetower.
And all you have to do is abuse alcohol.
So you can take that extra experience and you can stick it where the sun don't shine.
How much?
Right on your D&D Beyond character sheet. 500 experience points.
Awesome.
How
Yeah.
about those Hungry Man dinners?
Yeah, that's only the second time we brought it up this episode. So remember, guys, whenever it's cold, lonely winter night, and you're just sitting at home and you're hungry, your belly is just grumbling.
And you're a hunger man.
You're a hungry, hungry man. Keep
and
in
you're all
mind,
out of Stofers.
you're all at Stofers, which, as we all know, is garbage food.
Boo, Stofers.
Reach into that freezer right in the back where you don't normally remember to grab.
Probably crusty with permafrost.
Permafrost, it's got a little bit of freezer burn on it. Pull that boy out of there. You just pop that shit in the microwave.
That's no boy, that's a man.
A hungry man.
You fire it up. You eat that shit. You can put it in the oven.
Get
you can,
dysentery.
You
It's
can put it on the stove. You can put it on the microwave. Hell, you could steam it if you want. I don't know. It's your life, man. It's your hungry man. Hungry man dinner from Hormel? We don't know. We just know they're damn fucking good.
Thanks for listening.
Thanks for listening to the Hungry Man podcast.
We just slowly deviate away from D&D and start talking about Hungry Man.
And a special thank you to Tomas for doing all the editing.
Yes, Tomas
He
is our
has been putting in a ton of
jack
work,
of all trades on this, so
making us sound
you can have an
less
extra
awful.
100 experience points just
From our hearts.
from our hearts into yours. Those of you guys listening, Tomas, if you're listening to this, that's because of Tomas. He has set up all of the equipment, spent countless hours editing, adding music to the background that won't get us sued. So yes, that's Tomas is to thank for that. So we are all very grateful, and make sure you guys like and subscribe and share any of our content. Go to all our social media pages. Tell us how sexy we are, or how ugly we are, or how stupid or bad we sound, or positive things are always accepted.
Share your Hungry Man stories.
Yeah, share your Hungry Man stories in the comments below if we have comments, whatever you're listening to it. If you're listening to it on YouTube, definitely leave a comment. Hopefully it's a conspiracy theory, but you can,
About
I'm sure,
Hungry Man
I'm
dinners.
sure you can figure out a way of doing that. I mean, Hungry Man from Hungry, that's a recipe for a tasty dinner
Bye,
right there.
everybody.
Anyway, goodbye.
Bye.